Yesterday morning, we received a phone call. Initial phone call was that there was some fire showing from the trees. The assumption was that it was a transformer fire. That was at least what the caller thought. The first unit from just up the street on Balcones was dispatched. About a minute and a half after that, we started getting multiple phone calls from other people reporting a fire at the Dry Creek West condominiums at 3839 Dry Creek. Units were responding. The first unit was the one that was originally dispatched on the transformer fire. They pulled up, reported heavy fire coming from the center of building B Bravo of the complex. And as they were pulling in, dispatch had received an additional call reporting somebody trapped in apartment 207. So when that crew arrived, their first priority was that rescue, to attempt that rescue. They stated that on the radio. The two follow-on engines, engine 12 and engine 31, pulled up to support that rescue effort. As they were battling and working their way up, we actually had, engine 31 was actually in apartment 207 when there was a partial collapse. What we think now was some material from a chimney that came down when it struck the second floor, and the firefighters, the second floor had a partial collapse, and the firefighters were thrown from the second floor down onto the first floor. 3 firefighters, 2 of them kind of rolled in and out of the debris pile. The third one, firefighter Casares, was trapped for a short time in the debris pile, and he's the one that suffered the most burns. Other crews that were operating in the vicinity quickly went to his aid, were able to support, keep the fire off of him, change his air bottle out, and then get him out. All 3 were taken care of by EMS, transported immediately to Brackenridge Hospital. Firefighter Casares then went down to Brook for some further care on his burns. The other 2 firefighters, Lieutenant Burke and Firefighter Cook, have been released from the hospital. They're both at home recuperating, so that was fantastic news. Latest update from San Antonio is our firefighter Casares is doing well. Going to go in for some treatment and potential surgery this morning. We should have some better information later this afternoon, but we feel that they're telling us that probably he'll be down there for a week. Okay. Fire investigators, after the fire was completed, started their investigation. They feel like the fire was accidental. It does appear to have originated between the first and second floor, between apartments 107 and 207, and then burned under the floor and then up and out, and invested the entire attic. They still have some investigation to do to see if they can't narrow down the cause, but again, we do feel the origin was in between the first and second floor and does appear to be accidental. Fire cause, like I said, will probably stay undetermined because of just so much damage, and with the structural instability of where the fire originated. Damage estimated at $1.5 million to the structure, another $500,000 to contents. Of the 20 units in the building, 10 of them had fire damage, 6 of the others had smoke and water damage, and 4 were relatively untouched. About 40 people, we don't have an exact count because nobody has a rent roll. These are, again, all individually owned condominiums, but about 40 people were going to be displaced. Nobody's going to be allowed back to reoccupy the building. Certainly we're getting people in and out to retrieve their stuff. The management is working with those people, and then Red Cross was fantastic yesterday, and then they stand ready to help out as well. The important part here is our firefighters are okay, no civilian injuries, and we'll continue to investigate, see if we can determine the cause, and we're also going to review our procedures to find out what went well and what didn't go well.
So the whole rescue thing, that's what firefighting is all about.
Absolutely. And again, so what we teach our guys is we risk a lot to save a lot. And when we have potential savable life, we're gonna put our firefighters in harm's way. That's what they do. The guys were exactly where they were supposed to be, in attempting to make the rescue with the information that they had. We had another successful rescue 4 days ago, where same amount of fire coming from the duplex. Really untenable conditions, but the crews were able to get in and pull a lady out who's also down at Brook Army still as we speak, recuperating, but she was brought out not breathing, and we were able to get her back, at least for the time being. She's still critically injured, but the seconds count. So that's why the crews do what they do.